Australian Cardinal Georgepell worked closely with Pope Francis. He was part of the group of cardinals that Pope Francis commissioned to reform the Curia. Not only that, in 2014, the Pope appointed Cardinal Pell as the head of the newly created Secretariat for the Economy, a body charged with bringing order and promoting transparency in the Vatican finances. We're dealing with a wider structure, which affects all other administrative structures within the Holy See. Here we're talking about all the institutions that have a financial or administrative aspect. So from now on, they will be under the guidance of this new body, which has a wider scope. Pope Francis praised Cardinal Pell's work on several occasions. In the telegram he sent to the Dean of the College of Cardinals, marking Cardinal Pell's death, the Pope said that he established the foundations of the Secretariat for the Economy with determination and wisdom. In his work with Vatican finances, Cardinal Pell brought to light many inconsistencies. For example, a discrepancy that 300 properties together brought in a total income of only $65,000 annually.
Who knows? I don't know. I mean, one of the stories was that quite a number of the properties were run down. But of course, anybody managing a portfolio of properties makes it their business to keep the properties in good repair so they can be rented. Now, I'm not equipped to try to explain that brute fact, but I can vouch for the fact that that was in the reports. Now, that's indicative of all sorts of things. It's indicative of why we're in financial difficulty in the Vatican.
As head of the Secretariat for the Economy, the Australian Cardinal helped reform other Vatican departments, including the Secretariat of State under Cardinal Angelo Becciu. In 2017, with Pope Francis's permission, Cardinal Pell traveled to Australia to defend himself against accusations of alleged sexual abuse. The Cardinal believed he was being persecuted, with the goal of discrediting his character.
These matters have been under investigation now for 2 years. There have been leaks to the media. There's been relentless character assassination, a relentless character assassination. And for more than a month, claims that a decision on whether to lay charges.
But in April 2020, the Cardinal was acquitted by the Australian High Court after spending about 400 days in prison, something which had a deep impact on him.
Obviously, I was up and down psychologically and spiritually. My situation could have been worse if my appeal had ultimately failed. I would have had another and deeper challenge.
Cardinal Pell spent his last years at the Vatican, where he was able to meet with Pope Francis. Before his death on January 10th, the Australian Cardinal participated in different liturgical celebrations at St. Peter's, such as the Mass on January 1st, the day after the death of Pope Emeritus Benedict XVI.
Pope Benedict was a very good pope. He was a good friend. He was a very genuine, prayerful disciple of Jesus Christ.
During Pope Francis's pontificate, Cardinal Georgepell was responsible for much reform, even though after being acquitted in Australia, he did not take up any other position in the Curia.
5 years after his resignation, those who shared his final moments as Pope, his friends and the Vatican spokesman, give us the full story. We recall the most important times of his life in first-hand accounts by his brother and friends. They range from his childhood in Nazi Germany until his retirement in the Vatican Gardens, without forgetting his glory days, proclaimed by the people. Benedict XVI, in honor of the truth.